Tommy has an active imagination. That was on my 3rd grade report card. Tommy has an active imagination. Personally, I think that was my teacher's way of telling my parents that I'm having difficulty focusing in class. Growing up, we really don't know that we don't see what others see because that is normal for us. I would get up from my desk and walk to the front of the class, look at the board, and go back and sit down. And the teacher would ask me, Tommy, why are you coming up to the board? And I said, well, I need to read what's on the board. That's when she sent a note home with me informing my parents that maybe I should have my vision checked. Since then, I've been wearing glasses or contact lenses. Once on a Boy Scout camp out, I was out there marveling at the quiet. And I made a comment to my friend next to me that it's so quiet out here that it's almost like the desert is sucking the sound out of my head. No, that wasn't it. I got ringing in my ears. I've had it as long as I can remember, and I didn't know that it was abnormal. I didn't know that others did not have that. Back to why maybe I had an active imagination. I couldn't see what others saw. I couldn't hear, really, what others heard. So I was a little bit removed from everybody's world. So I created my own. And I had fun there. I loved it. In college, I was taking a physics class. Now, I'm a tech person. I love the sciences. And I knew most of what the teacher was already talking about, so it was relatively easy for me. Not so much for this young lady sitting next to me. She would often ask me questions. I was happy to help her and answer. We got back our first midterm. She looked at hers, B+. Look, Tom, I got a B+. I got mine, C. She looked at me and said, how did that happen? You're telling me how this stuff works. Here's the problem. Once again, lack of focus. I don't read the entire sentence. Only with effort do I read the whole question. So I'd go through the test and I would imagine what they're asking and I'd put down the answer. And it was not always right, hence my C in a subject that I knew. Now, in the labs are different. I'm a tactile learner. I love doing things. In the labs, I got A+ all the time because I was doing something. I was learning. And it was interesting to see my report card. Lecture C, lab A. I never did quite understand that until, ta-da, Toastmasters. Thank you, Roz, for helping me to become a better listener. She pointed out all the filler words that I was using, all the words that I was using incorrectly. Thank you for having that courage. Also, thank you, Lord Anda. She's not here anymore, but she gave me my first real effective evaluation for my speech, and I was surprised. Holy cow, I thought I was doing better. But Toastmasters helped me to listen, actually to read the entire sentence or the question. And I focus now better because of Toastmasters. The icebreaker today is here to help us introduce ourselves to the club. I think it's important that everybody learns to communicate better. I mean, we're given 2 ears, 1 mouth. Like they say, we should listen twice as much as we talk. And that's one thing I've learned. But what I'd like to encourage everybody to do is keep an eye out for those people with active imaginations to come to Toastmasters, to learn to communicate better, both professionally and personally. I'm sure most people here have have someone actually on their mind. They're thinking, hey, you know, my husband should come. He doesn't listen. I encourage everybody to reach out to those people, invite them to our club, have them give their icebreaker speech, and to become much better communicators.